Yeah, so for this category, like I was saying before, they're probably going to spend a little bit less time looking for ammo because you don't need to kill Mother Brain 2. But you still need enough to kill Mother Brain 1, and it's possible that they would need to kill Ridley in order to get some progressive item. It's a little less likely in these settings, but it's still something that could happen. And on top of that, just finding those Metroid rooms and having the items in order to kill the Metroids. You really only need like one power bomb pack for most of those rooms, but having enough energy to like take damage from the Metroid so you can group them up all together can be a little dangerous in some of the longer rooms. The two rooms that are a little bit more vertical and shorter, the power bombs, it's easy to hit them with them and kind of dodge them so you don't take as much damage. But it's still a little risky, and obviously suits reduce those damage, so they're suits are going to be very welcomed along with ice. All right, and it looks like our runners are ready, and that countdown should be happening here any moment. All right, there it goes. All right, looks like we're starting off in Torian. Got a few doors here that they can get through, and so what they're going to be wanting to do is finding that map and figuring out where all the items that they need to progress are, or if the zones are going to be one of those zones where you just leave and go to the next one. So we're going to be seeing a lot of like little blind door checks here, especially considering the map room's in a slightly weird place. But speed booster, that's a great find. Definitely gonna help just speed up the overall movement of these players, and also allow them access to a few things there. Ooh, yeah, map. The main streets is not quite doable with what the items they have right now, so that's definitely one that they're going to come back to if needed. But it is starting to look like that might be all they can do here in Torian. So I did see that there was the Norfair transition near the start, so I think we're going to see our players heading back towards there. But yeah, those crabs can do quite a bit of damage, so it's definitely possible to die from them. All right, so this is interesting. The speeds. Oh no, Sunwoo. Oh well, he knows where speed is, so he you can recover from this pretty quickly. And if Yuzuriha does something similar here, they're probably gonna have to reset as well. Ooh, yep, looks like this is gonna be a death right here. Oh, it's unfortunate. That room you need morph to get through anyway, and logically you can't go back from the other side without some sort of bombs. That speed booster for that aqueduct is pretty important, because a lot of times there'll be a dry room to the left of the bottom left, and that allows you to get the 2 items in Aqueduct. So we're gonna see him go for that, and can feel like he's not gonna make that same mistake twice here. There you go. Dodging the Gary very nicely. Yuzuriha also making it to Aqueduct. Wants to find where that map is. I think someone might be a little worried with the amount of energy he has for doing that speed booster tech. Alright, but he finds some missiles that opens up the pink doors. So that's always a welcome sight, and 10's a good number for Fantune if Fantune's needed for some map information. Since Fantune's not required to kill in these settings. Ooh, look at the sync on there. Ooh, they find Morph. Sometimes Morph can take a little while to find, so finding it pretty early is really nice. It opens up a lot of different rooms, and once they find bombs, that'll open up a lot of passageways and doors that might be needing a power bomb to open. Looks like Sunwoo's gonna go ahead and decide to do a little snail climb here. Because he didn't like his other options. I think he's gonna go back and check out. Oh, interesting that there was a save there. I wonder if Sunwoo was thinking that it would just connect to the water rooms below, like the hallways with the enemies and everything that are hard to get through without, some sort of movement. Yeah, technically the snail climb not in logic. It could be a little tough. Oof, yeah, and that's just one way to show. I'm hoping someone will find the save here and at least have a little bit of protection there. You can also do a Shine Spark that it's not too hard to do. Instead of this out of logic snail climb, because I believe you do need high jump in order for snail climb to be in logic. Yeah, it looks like they're both kind of meandering around a little bit. Yuzi is having a little bit of a think there about where to go next. But yes, they could damage boost to get to the door in the top left of the little farm room, post-croc farm room. But that is not in hard logic, so they could be going out of logic by doing that. But a lot of times, breaking logic can be beneficial. And with enough of a runway too, you could use your speed booster to get up to the top left as well. Ooh, there's some power bombs that opens up quite a few things. So far, there hasn't been any power bomb doors blocking their paths, but there's definitely been some bomb blocks. Ooh, looks like usually going to be checking out these sand pits. Not a whole lot they can gain from the actual sand pit rooms that have items without high jump or spring ball. Yeah, like this room, they definitely can't do much here. go ahead and decide to reset there. It probably would have been a good idea to check to see if the other sand pit's connected to there instead of resetting right there, but yeah. Like Sunwoo wants to go to Big Pink. That's a pretty good play, I think. It's got at least 3 items, and now that he has power bombs, it's in logic and everything. Yuzi finding some super missiles, but it's not looking good on having a way to get back. But yes, these area tilings definitely make things look a little bit harder to recognize. And it looks like Yuzi is not familiar with the way to escape that, but at that point they were stuck anyway, so with no way back. So some finding supers as well. That's going to really open up the map at this point. It just finds the back end of Mickey Mouse. Can't progress that way. But with supers and power bombs, he could go through any of these doors here. And finding some more health is always welcomed, even if it's 2 reserve tanks. And Bubble Mountain has an item down here. And quite a few doors, so. Yeah, it looks like Yuzi's going to go for this underwater short charge. Try to make it up to the top left without having to do that slow snail climb that Sunwoo was doing. But yes, this crouch jump can be a little hard if you're not super familiar with it. But Gary can help you out sometimes by being a platform. But it goes around, turns the other direction when you get hit by him. Ooh, grapple beam was kind of a nice find right there with the amount of damage that Sunwoo took from those spikes. That could have been death without finding it. But grapple will help out with some places with that are underwater, and also will help if Dragon's blocking some progression somewhere. Oh yeah, so the Mission Impossible room right there, a little risky with those hoppers. They do 80 damage with no suits, so he would have potentially gotten one shot, but he's gonna go ahead and just check what the item is before taking a risk, and it's ice. In Metroids, that's gonna be a really big find. It's gonna make doing the Zeb skip easier if the speed Zeb skip is not possible, and also just makes all the Metroid rooms much safer. So he's probably going to need just minimal energy and everything from this point on. He still does need enough ammo to kill Mother Brain 1, so another missile pack would be more than enough, just a normal one. How many projectiles is it to break the glass? Is it 12? I don't know why I'm thinking it feels like it's less than that, but or more than that. All right, so Yuzi finding their power bombs here. And Someone needing to farm up some power bombs here, and they'll nice to be nice and filled up health wise as well. Yeah, and especially if there's some hell runs blocking the path to the Metroids, having more energy is always very helpful. So we've got a couple power bombs there. Yeah, we got some nice path divergence here, or route divergence. So criteria in particular, finding the map for it is very beneficial because on the escape, you're going to want to know where the ship is. And the ship is always in criteria, so it's generally a good play to kind of play out the criteria if you can, and get that map information before you go off and do other things. Very nice croc fight from Sunwoo. And Sunwoo using some downtime here to check his map. Yuzuriha finding that croc escape room has an item, but would require grapple or high jump or bombs to get it at this point. But not a lot of health to get it either, so a little risky. Even if they had the required materials. Yeah, I think. Oh, okay. So Yuzuri found Mother Brain there. Didn't notice that. Thanks for pointing that out, guys. Saw on the map. But yeah, that's definitely good information to have. And it being in criteria, that's going to make the escape a little bit easier in some ways, just because the amount of time it takes. Oh, that's not a great death. They have gleamed quite a bit of, information, but that was before the powerbomb pickup. So they're gonna have to go back and do all that again. Sunwoo's just cruising along here, finding a Fantoon save. So that means that Fantoon is in this area. So in order to get that map, you would need to kill Fantoon. And they are going to be in adjacent rooms. So you might, try to figure out if that's worth it to him. And at this point, it might not be without, some good protection. So he might decide to head back to Scriteria, or just check out these stores over here. Well, at least there's a working save now. This will be a pretty good pivot if he does decide to explore the rest of Norfair here. Just a crap hole. And yeah, this not the best room to find. It's connected to the bottom of crap hole, and you might not have way back up if the room to the left of it ends up being wet, or just to give you enough of a platform to shine spark. Yeah, Yeah, not enough room to shine spark there. He's gonna be soft locked down there more than likely, unless he like found an item that would help him get through there, but that's not very likely. Looks like Yuzi's gonna start taking kind of the same path that Sunwoo did, getting those car bombs and going back to Norfair. And Sunwoo's just gonna be finding the dead end here. Nice little green pirate shaft here. E-tank and supers, nice to haves, but yeah, like not gonna be something that will help Sunwoo get out of here if he ends up being, you know, soft locked from the other entrances. Oh, and then finds Ridley. Generally want to avoid him in these settings, you know, if at all possible. So, yeah, that's definitely a no-go there. Yeah, now Yuzuri going around checking out Bubble Mountain or Pink Brinstar here. Yeah, that energy that Sunwoo picked up makes that room very comfortable. Ooh, and then X-Ray, he's kind of going pretty far overall. It's a pretty big Norfair map. I think it might be in his best interest to reset at this point, but it does look like there is a way back through Croc, so killing Croc was important because you, if he's not dead, then you can't go in from the left door. And just find some power bombs. You know, the amount of health and everything he had, you know, Crystal Flash could be pretty helpful, and you know, that'd only be one more pack he would need before he could do that. Yeah, I think at this point, Sunwoo is figuring he's just going to bail and probably go back to Torian, maybe check out Criteria. So Yuzuri finding their supers and Bubble Mountain here. Just connects to Main Street, but there is the map right below. Wouldn't be the worst idea to check it out and just reset. But it does look like he's going to go for the Shine Spark here to hopefully get the item at top of Main Street. I'm not 100% sure if this is in logic with how short of a runway that is, but it is definitely doable. Yeah, it does look like he is just going to get this map here. Yeah, I think you need a really longer runway for that to be in hard. Because I think that like real short through the door. Yeah, that's a very hard trick. I'm pretty sure that kind of short charge through the door. But unless they changed it. Yeah, of course, there's nothing stopping you from doing it. But whether it's programming logic, that's different. Right. Yeah, I'm not either. I don't know for 100% sure. There you go. And then coming out with the specific trick and everything. I've been, a little rusty in these, and getting back into the groove, but I still remember some stuff from season 1. So while Sunwoo didn't gain a whole lot more than what Yuzuri has right now, the amount of information he's gained is quite a lot. So I'd say he's still pretty far ahead here. Definitely finding one of the Metroid rooms, one of the objectives to unlock Mother Brain, is definitely good to have. Yeah, RJ, yeah, it was a dry room, but I think it was only like a 2-tile platform for the Shine Spark, so. Yeah, that's my understanding too, and then. Ooh, a nice little right side wall climb there from Yuzuri. Sunwood doing this high jump or wall jump here. I think he needs to get a little bit higher. Oh, he almost got it. But he's also got to make sure that these hoppers don't have enough time to hit him. That's definitely one of these techs that is only really possible in Map Rando. When you have this room with that's dry going into a room that's wet, you get these interesting little water gravity jumps. Oh, he's one shot off. Yo, SpeedGaming 5 raid. Welcome in, everybody, to the Super Metroid Map Rando Multicategory tournament. So far, it's been a little bit of a slower seed, but I think our runners here are making some progress. I think another way you can do this one is you wall jump off the left, and then you shoot to kind of like give you more control. Oh, so I'm almost getting enough height there. And he gets the small health drop from the crabs. It's always funny to see. So close. Yeah, one thing to think about in these kind of race situations is, with your honor on the line, some of these tricks that you could easily pull off become a little bit harder. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, I just saw your message. It's don't really have to dodge that. Oh, oh so close. There you go, Matto coming in with the tech. Thank you for that. And shout out to our developers of Map Rando. None of this would be possible without them. Yuzuriha finding a red tower here. And pants room. Not something you can really do without a suit or grapple. And if you have grapple and no suit, you still need like high jump in space to get out. But one thing to definitely say about Sunwoo here, he is not giving up. He wants that Metroid objective, and he's gonna keep it. Oh, he finally gets it. GG Sunwoo. Yeah, some of those tricks you don't come up that often. So if you haven't seen it in a while, you kind of forget how to do it. So it's definitely probably a case of that happening right there. And he gets back to his nice little farm, and oh, he doesn't know that bottom right door is a save yet, so he's not saving, even though that'd be very, very helpful. I know this. The Hopper a couple times is about to say, "I'm gonna get you," but ooh, with speed, he can get those majors, I believe. I didn't get a really good look, but might have trouble getting back. I didn't see what the route back looked like. And it looks like Sunwoo's opting to once again go for the snail climb over the short charge through the water. It's quite a bit slower, but as long as he doesn't get hit by any of the snails, we'll give him a little bit more health to deal with any heat rooms ahead. Yeah, I mean, Yuzuri's spending a lot of time here. Obviously, has practiced that wall jump quite a few times. It's pretty impressive. And they will be finding their grapple, which will help them out in this section a little bit. Oof, that was a big hit. Oh no. He's got some heated rooms. I don't quite recall when his last save was. I don't know if he did after he got through that. Oh, and the acid. Oh no, Sunwoo. Okay. He must be feeling a little behind. I think he's not too familiar with his opponent, so he may not be sure exactly what to expect. But you can farm up here to deal with some of the hoppers coming up here, which those guys do a ton of damage. So, yeah, this save is definitely a good idea, and if you had the Norfair map, you would have known that there's a save room right there at Croc's farm room. But maybe having done this the one time, he feels a bit more comfortable in doing it. Yeah, Ferdy, the tile set is dependent on the area that you're in, so they try to theme them based on the areas that they're currently in. So, using Norfair now, so now all the rooms have kind of a Norfair-like theme. But yeah, he gets that jump the first try. Oh, he's gonna check. I think he accidentally checked this room, but I think he's happy to see that save. That's gonna make the rest of this a bit more comfy. So we might get a little high five here. Both in the same room. Looks like Yuzuri's gonna be trying for Scrapple jump, but I think it's really hard, if not possible, without high jump. Yeah, I haven't personally done it, but I've done plenty of RBO and stuff, so I use it for that. But oh, they get it, but yeah, like just the tight jumps are pretty tough without high jump. Alright, Sunwoo trying to make sure he does not take damage from those guys anymore, and yeah, take this room a bit more safely. These guys will drop health instead of the supers, since he's full on supers, so it makes that room very safe to traverse. So Sunwoo, I think, making his way to these majors here. In the Green Hill Zone. Gonna be doing a Green Gate glitch. Nice. Not too many attempts. Yeah, Yuzuriha having a few issues with this jump. you like want to be pretty much right on the edge and kind of jump forward from a crouch jump position, which gives you more vertical height when you jump. Yeah, Sunwoo just finding X-ray for one of those majors. Could be in logic for some ice clips, but not what you wanted to see. And so he can grab this with either speed or a spring ball jump. So nice fine space jump. Opens up a lot of the game. Hopefully he doesn't need to go through any more bomb blocks because he's running a little low on. Oh, never mind. It's waterway, so he's fine on fire bombs. Oh, and he finds gravity. That is going to be very good for him. If he picks up a little bit of energy, he's going to get through all the water rooms and the other rooms just fine. Because you get damage reduction as well as the added benefits of being able to traverse through water unaffected. And without high jump, it definitely gives access to some more rooms. Looks like Yuzuriha is going to be going for the map here. Get some of that same map information that Sunwoo has. Nice little convenient health station here for any hell runs back. Oh, and that Norfair transition looks pretty spicy. Might lead directly to Fantoon in the map. Yeah, I think picking up this last little missile pack is a great idea. Not too far out of the way, and will definitely help with Fantoon and Mother Brain 1. And yeah, I guess he forgot that Fantoon Station was a Norfair, a safe station. Wasn't expecting that to be Fantoon's, but Fantoon will be in this room, so we will get a nice Fantoon fight. And having gravity makes this fight very comfy for a runner of this caliber. Nice little jumping Doppler there. And give him a slow here. Some an annoying flame drops like always on that slow. Looks like just maybe one more round here for Sunwoo. There you go, and Fanny down. All right, and that will reward him with the map information here. And now that he has gravity, he can go back to some of those sand pits if they have any majors he might want. And it also, might reveal a new area or a Metroid room. So So it looks like the sand pits just had some ammo. Does look like in that one hopper room by Red Tower has a major, so definitely you get that too. You know, it wouldn't be great to die here, but all things considered, you know, he really only needs Fanny dead for the map information, and now that he has it, a death one would have been the end of the world. But it's looking like the good next move would be going to Criteria, I would think. Just like I was saying before, to get that you know, ship map and everything. Ooh, Yuzuriha falling victim to the same enemy that Sunwoo was getting hurt by earlier. That ruined his hell run. I think she's gonna have to not try for this hell run right here. Oof, they're going for it. That's another death. That's pretty unfortunate, but I don't think they made a whole lot of progress. So. Like Samu farming up some power bombs before heading out. Get another high five here in Aqueduct. Ooh, and he finds charge. Not the most helpful in these settings, but it's always nice if you end up needing to fight, you know, another like Ridley, which I don't think it was required. So honestly, like the main thing you might get out of this is being able to pseudo screw if needed, but yeah, not the most useful item in these settings. Not having to fight Mother Brain 2 or Ridley. Yeah, 45 minutes in, one Metroid room found. So I think going ahead and going into Criteria here, I think with Gravity and all the other ammo and everything he's picked up since, we got like a little view of it from Yuzuriha. Yuzi, I'll just call him that. Should be able to explore much more of it. And Yuzi taking quite a bit of damage again, but should be comfy. They're prepared for the room now. Looks like Samu's making a beeline for the map room here. Yeah, and it could really be, you know, from either door there, so... Oh, it does look like it will connect here. Bit tight. It's hit by any of these enemies, it might not be super great, but it does make it to the map, very least. So he finds Mother Brain, a couple majors, a Metroid room, and of course the ship. and the connectors for 3 more areas: Brinstar, Meridia, and Rekship. So I think if I were him, I would probably take that save there after killing those Metroids, and using that as a pivot in case any of the other areas that he ends up exploring come up empty. I think it does make some sense to go to Rekship after collecting those majors if he's still interested in trying to find Varia or Screw Attack. Yep, so we're going to be taking out the second Metroid rooms here. Or you could be leaving it for later as well. That wouldn't be a terrible move either. Since he's going to have to come back here for Mother Brain anyway. He's got to do a green gate glitch from this side. Ooh, nice second try. Yuzuriha trying to get this space jump here, which, by the way, I think Sunwu doesn't have it marked on his tracker. And it does look like he would have to go across that gauntlet in order to get to Rekship and to those majors, since the other way is a one-way. He's opting to go to Meridia first. As Yuzuriha's going to be finding her gravity suit. So we're checking out where that map location is and opts to go in that direction. Ooh, Dragon. Man, that's probably required in order to get to the map. So, yeah, but with the amount of ammo he has, he can barely take out the turrets. But he has grapples, so the kill itself would be pretty quick. But maybe he's going to try to see what else is here, or just decides, hey, not right now. We'll come back for Meridia later. So yeah, this gauntlet's going to use up most of his power bombs. So honestly, I'd probably farm up. Yeah, here you go. Yuzuriha picking up a couple extra missile packs here, looks like. They still have not found the map in Norfair, so I think they might decide to do that, or just, say enough of Norfair, I'm going to go back to Criteria, which would be a really beneficial decision to make at this point. But they are going to go ahead and try for that map in Norfair, it looks like. Yeah, nice little farm beam emote there, in. So we're going to go for these majors. Varia would just, make everything else so much easier. Of course, something like plasma is always nice to have, and high jump boots just for movement, and screw attack in case any of the key hunter rooms come up. But there's Speak of the Devil there. Screw attack. Yeah, even without Varia, all the key hunter rooms are going to be pretty doable without Varia now. But, Forgotten Highway providing Sunwoo some much-needed power bombs, or he makes his way into Wreck Ship. As Yuzuri fighting Phantoon. Taking a few hits, but gravity, reduces the damage of everything by half there, so... yeah, each big energy that gets dropped is much more beneficial than if you had no suit at all. Ooh, and he stumbles on another Metroid room. That's 3 for Sunwoo. He just needs one more, and he already knows where Mother Brain is, and the ship. So he's pretty much sailing now. Map room not too far away, and screw attack very, very easily done getting through that next room. Without it though, I guess he has bombs now too. So either way, it wouldn't be too bad. I was thinking of using Gauntlet for some reason. All right, and Yuzuriha, not even breaking their reserves and finishing off Fanny. Yep, just picking up those little missiles. In Map Rando, the fanfare is significantly reduced, so that's could prevent a farm later on or something being required for Mother Brain 1, so definitely a nice to have. Ooh, Yuzuri taking a hit from the pirate along with the heat. That's looking a little risky, but as long as their save wasn't too far off, they should be okay, but I don't know if they had saved. Hey Fifi, yeah, they're doing all the races today. Alright, and Yuzuri was taking some time there to plot out her next moves, while Sunwoo is making some moves down here. Definitely gonna take this save before going in. Might decide to go down to Brinstar because he doesn't want to fight Dragon, but looks like he is opting for the Dragon fight, which definitely not a terrible move. Because with the equipment he has, it's gonna be a fast fight with a quick grapple kill. Yeah, meme. Sunwoo found another Metroid room, and Yuzi's just kind of, figuring out some of the stuff that Sunwoo already had information on. Sunwoo setting up for this grapple kill. Oh, it's just barely missing it. Is he gonna try to wiggle out, or is he just gonna... Okay, yeah, he's gonna wiggle out. With Yuzuriha finding or charge beam, which, as Randomie points out, is not necessarily needed. Sunwoo having a little bit of issues there. Dragon can still be a tough fight, and once again, when you're in these race situations, the stress is just amped up, and things get a lot harder. And also Sunwoo taking so long with that Main Street gravity jump, I think he's feeling like he could potentially be pretty far behind. So Yuzuriha gonna be finding their first Metroid room. Yeah, I think the thing Sunwoo's most worried about is if he loses this match, he's gonna have to go against me. So. No, but he's been putting in a lot of practice. He's been doing great. He's had some really fast times on those seeds. Thanks for the vote of confidence there, Randomie. But no, we're good friends, and we've been in plenty of races together, so it'll be another one for the books. Oh, and he finds his last Metroid room right after Dragon. That's all he needs, and so once he does this, you might want to farm up a little bit of ammo and make his way to Mother Brain. I think he technically has enough right at this second, but a few missed missiles could potentially make him have to reset that room. But yeah, Yuzuriha has got a lot of ground to cover in this amount of time. Alright, that super drop's good. Should just... Oh, he's got to open up a door, though, potentially. Yes, Damon. And on top of that, there's also no Mother Brain 2. So he needs only enough ammo to kill Mother Brain 1. Nice little couple super drops here from the cacti. It's like he's trying to check his map here. Oh yeah, that's just the top of bowling, so he actually can't get down from this room. Yeah, I think he might be trying to look for a little farm room or something now. I think he's got an idea of where one is, I think, so he's going to go for that. Yeah. Honestly, with the amount of energy he has, he should be perfectly fine. Unless he forgot that it's no Mother Brain 2, which could be possible, but or maybe he's just taking a save. Oh, okay, yeah, he's going back to this farm room and gonna probably take that save. Oh, and Yuzuri doesn't have enough energy to try and spark out of there, and is kind of locked into that hell run room. So they're gonna have to reset. Okay, so it does seem like he remembered that he doesn't have to kill Mother Brain 2, so it's looking good for him. So yeah, having to find more ammo would be extremely detrimental. Right, Yuzuri trying to figure out their way to the map room there. Maybe gonna farm up a little bit or take this refill. Yeah, well, true that you know, even with charge, it would be enough. They have Varia, so they or don't have Varia, so they don't have enough health. And even if they did, you know, taking one hit be enough from a Rainbow Beam would be like just enough, especially if it's a double hit to end your run. So you know, those extra shots would be, you know, quite costly. But yeah, he's got plenty of ammo, plenty of health. He's got this, and he's about to start his relatively short escape. The criteria map did separate Mother Brain and the ship by a decent amount, but doesn't have to cross any areas. Oh, never mind. That's super close. Minute 35. That's probably the one way there. So it looks closer than it actually is. And I think he might have just realized that that's the one way. Yep. Collecting some power bombs for some good measure. It is kind of a nasty little escape there. Once you go all the way around. You know, I don't actually know if bowling spikes do damage during an escape. I'd assume they would, but I know that like a lot of things kind of get turned off, but like the spikes in Spiky Room of Death also remain active. So maybe it depends on whether or not you kill Phantoon. Some nice space jumps here through Coliseum. So this next area is going to be West Ocean, so it should be pretty quick to traverse. But he's getting a little low on time. He might be okay though, as long as he gets a good little space jump through here. Yeah, he's got plenty of time. And with that, Sunwoo finishes with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 38 seconds. While Yuzuriha DNFs. So the next race should be set up here shortly, but I'll go ahead and take a little break while they get that set up. And welcome back, SpeedGaming, to our Super Metroid Map Randomizer Multi-Category Tournament. Right now we're in the middle of our best of 3 between Yuzuriha and sunwufarmer. So sunwoo took the first race, so he's just got to win one more to finish the series off, or Yuzuriha could come back and get the double sweep. And so to kind of start things off, I'm gonna remind everyone that no objectives and Varia plus movement were banned, and the first race was the Metroid's objectives no Mother Brain 2. And for this one, Sunwoo has picked double suit. So I think with Sunwoo having quite the movement advantage, this is going to be, pretty beneficial for him in the long run. But one of the things that can happen is, because they have both suits, the all the hill runs and underwater sections are going to be very easy to get through. So potentially, the map could open up wide open, and it's very easy to kind of go in the wrong direction and very far, especially once all the ammo types are collected. So it looks like our runners are just about ready. We should be seeing the timer counting down in just a little bit. Yuzu had picked the Metroid's objective 1. So yeah, it's you don't want to see the one you picked be your loss. So someone does have one of his own sprites, but I think he's, in this competitive setting, he's trying to, use a regular suit. He has been known to use some pretty crazy sprites, like, the inverted upside down sprite and the one leg sprite. But I think he's gonna, give this, competitor a little bit more benefit of the doubt. Oh, morph right away. That's pretty wild, which allows traversal into the next room. Both players opting to turn left, and someone doing a quick little check there to find the map while Yuzu's having a little bit of trouble with that guy. Without missiles or super missiles or anything, it can be a little annoying. Ooh, and Sunwoo getting through that room. It's those guys are very slow to get past if you don't have a normal missile. So he decides to just kind of tank some damage in order to grab those supers. But that's a great find. The next thing he's going to want to find is some power bombs. Other than that, some can fly like morph bombs or space jump would be very beneficial as well. Yeah, Matto, if it wasn't double suit, that would have been a crazy room to try to get out of. Just like, oh, did I code something wrong? Right, Sunwoo finding X-ray hallway, so it doesn't quite has what he needs to do that logically. Technically, you could do some deboost to get across from there, but it's a pretty hard trick. And if you don't have to do it, then there's no real reason to. And I didn't even notice, but he found some power bombs that allows him to grab this item here and also continue further to the left. So normal missiles are good finds to have at the beginning of the seeds for sure, because yeah, that'll help you out with fan tune and just get through some rooms quicker while you don't have a stronger beam. All right, so yeah, that's the fan tune, one of the robot rooms. That one, you could collect the item there if you had a crystal flash, but without crystal flash or fan tune being killed, you won't be able to get through there. So Sunwoo, with the definite movement advantage, one of the things I was talking about with this category, and so far the map has been fairly closed off, so nothing too crazy. Coliseum, not the most fun room with these items, but definitely doable with gravity. Metroid really wants some move. Alright, and Yuzu finding their power bombs and everything, so they are right on the heels of Sunwoo. Alright, and that's a single chamber room. A lot of doors, a little risky-ish with the amount of health he has, but not too bad. This room's also would be pretty annoying to get through with the item loadout he has, but so he opts to go back the other way. Oof, those hoppers can do some damage. They do always drop power bombs, so that's a good thing to find here. And a nice little big health drop there from the bugs. And that just leads back to the single chamber. Well, both suits provide ample protection from damage. Oh, never mind. I was about to say he needs to be careful if some harder rooms come up, but he finds the ship. That's definitely a nice find. Kind of earlier on, don't have to worry about it during your escape. Because trying to find the ship during the escape is very, very slow, because you end up having to reset a bunch if you don't get lucky your first couple times. And Yuzu finding her way through Coliseum, also having a little bit of trouble from those mock droids. Sunwoo just going through this cack alley here. It's pretty easy with gravity, even without any high jump or anything. He is getting closer to that map room. And just some missiles here at the Kraid Key Hunters. Yes, and I guess when we're talking about the animals, for anyone that's curious, no, the players do not have the setting where you have to save the animals. That's been around for season 3 a decent amount. Basically, that forces you to try to find BT before your escape as well, and really adds a lot of time to the escapes in general. So we're finding a second power bomb pack, definitely more comfy. And if he finds one more, that's potential for Crystal Flash. If he finds some more missiles too, or supers, and he gets the map. No bosses, a few majors and some crosses. They are gonna have to fight Mother Brain 2 in this one, so they're definitely gonna be looking for some ammo to kill her off. Yeah, criteria pretty loaded. I'm assuming one of those majors is going to unlock some access somewhere else, because I'm not sure if I saw any areas. So those majors, there's the taco tank, easy to get through. The other one is somewhat blocked by moat, but with gravity suit you can do a nice little gravity jump out. So no CWJ needed for that. So that's another nice find. Grapple there is potentially bad if he finds that he needs to go through Pan's room in order to grab that item, or to get to where he needs to. That item could potentially block his progress. The Poyo clip is in logic with ice and X-ray, but without it, it's still technically possible just with ice, but maybe a little less likely for him to try to attempt it. Yeah, I mean these double suit maps, like they really start to open up. Like I said, like once you find the ammo packs, that you need to open some doors. I think my personal favorite in these is the Varia Plus movement. It opens up things a decent amount, but it feels just like a little bit less wild. Right, and Yuzu finding her map and contemplating on how to approach. Looks like that little mouse pointer is gonna take her exactly where Sunwoo was just at. So if Sunwoo finds space jump or high jump here, he might opt to go back for that grapple, but he might just orphan it. Yo, SpeedGaming 3 raid, welcome in, raiders. We got a Super Metroid Map Rando tournament, multi-category tournament going on right now. And we are on game 2 of 3, with Sunwoo taking the first one. Sunwoo getting a nice little short wall jump there to get across. Ooh, and a nice little, gap skip with that bomb. It's always fun to pull off. Spazer and Morph Bomb's not gonna open up a whole lot, but having Wave and Spazer makes charge a bit more tempting to try to look for. And bombs is a can fly too, so that opens up the top right of the ship if they need to, or any other areas like that. So I don't think I saw any other areas connected to criteria other than the starting area. So I believe they will be going back to there. I could be mistaken. Usually double checking to make sure she didn't have anything that she needed to get that item. So she's also going to be leaving it for the time being. So someone not able to get that energy tank, but continue down this way. Or actually can with morph bombs, but decides it's not worth it. He is going to need at least 3 in order to, and ooh, in this room could be a little spicy if he gets grabbed by one of those Metroids, but he gets through just fine. Yeah, as I was saying, he needs 3 energy tanks to survive Mother Brain 2's Rainbow Beam, so he's definitely going to be looking for that. So this could be a high jump or space jump. Nice little gravity jump lava dive. A little harder to pull off without high jump, but if you're familiar with the high jump without gravity lava dive, then that wall jump there is pretty familiar. Yeah, speed is a really good find too. It opens up a few locations and does allow him to go back and get that grapple if he's so inclined. Ooh, and that's what I'm talking about with those Metroids. He's okay. I want to say that lava dive is in logic, but I'm actually not 100% sure. It's like one of those tricks I learned so early on that it feels like it should be in logic, but I'm not so sure. I guess he technically had bombs, so I guess it would be with bombs, if I'm remembering correctly. I've never actually had to bomb jump up there because I know that that one strat. So that does sound like some collectible wall jump tech though, which I don't have a whole lot of experience in because it can be a bit crazy. Okay, so it does connect to Norfair up in the top left of ship, so you could opt to go there or back to the starting area. And another Aqueduct high five. I think they had about 3 of those in the last race, so that's kind of funny. And, Yuzu finding their Spazer and Morph Bombs as well. Oh, nicely gets that too, and going for the wiggle, and gets it. Alright, we'll see if Sunwoo decides to go to Norfair or not here. Someone decides not to short charge. Short charging is also one of those things that in a race it's just that much harder to pull off. Spazer. Funny little emote my lovely girlfriend Fifi made for my stream. Right, and so I don't think I know exactly where Samu's going here, but he probably saw something I didn't. Ah, there's a major over there. Okay. Yeah, I think at this point, charge would be a great find. And speaking of, ice as well. But now that he has, wave and spacer, not so much required to do a Zeb skip. Just use the ammo on the Zebs and then kind of have to refill. Oh, and Yuzu trying to do that grav jump, lava dive. Unfortunately, not having quite enough health and ends up dying. But I think she's not too far away from where she was, so that that's shows the importance of saving. The words of WX fan, save early, save often. He doesn't say a lot right, but he's right about that in the map, Rando. I'm just kidding. He was gonna calm this race with me, but he's busy, so we're good friends too. All right, attempt number 2 on this lava dive. Let's see how it goes. Oof, getting hit by the Namahe again. This might take them a few tries. But that speed booster could potentially be necessary to progress. They haven't found any bosses yet. And it's, there's definitely a few rooms where speed's required to get through. So it could block progress. And I guess talking about that, Samu did leave that grapple behind, so if he runs into Pant's room, he's gonna have some issues. Also, we saw the X-ray room earlier, and also would have made this fight here easier. But he's got a decent amount of ammo. It's gonna be not the fastest fight, but as long as he's comfortable with his high jumpless speed booster here, he should be okay. Oh, it looks like he's going for the X Factor as well. Oh, misses the Shine Spark though. Unfortunate. Doesn't hit with any of the particles either. Yeah, like I said, those short charges when you're under pressure can definitely be much harder than they normally would. Gets a lot of good hits in here. That's dead shrimp. Very nicely done. So think at this point, Samu's making his way to the map room as best as he can tell. And Yuzu picking up some power bombs. Probably going to pick up this energy tank too to help out with that lava dive, if I had to guess. It's BT's room, so nothing too dangerous. But nice little density of crosses and E-tanks here, so not the worst call, especially if you're not super comfortable with doing some of these tricks. Just a reserve, not the best, but one of the interesting things about the reserve tank's activation is if she does get hit again, it could potentially allow her another attempt at wall jumping. All right, this Fantoon? It is Fantoon. So Fantoon's map room requires Fantoon to be killed in order to activate, but Fantoon's room is located in Big Pink right now because that's just how things work. Yeah, Rocky, yes, Sunwoo did kill Dragon. I think Yuzu's deciding to go get that grapple. Maybe try to progress somewhere else. I know we did see Gauntlet kind of early on. Could potentially be locking, something behind that. Grapple would open that up. So we're getting a good amount of missiles each round here. Should be a 3 round, I believe. Gets it slow though. And gets his second boss down. Alright, so he should be able to get this map and we'll tell him whether or not he wants to stay here in Orfair or go back to the starting area. Okay, we got one major, potentially 2. That is an area with 2 items, so it could potentially be 2, but more than likely just 1. But that's a pretty long trek, and potentially doesn't need it. Yeah, he probably should be looking for some more health or maybe some more supers, just to kind of make the Mother Brain fight a little bit more consistent. Because the less health and the less ammo you have, the more dangerous doing the charge fight is. Yeah, random. Yeah, that's exactly my point. But I'd also say that energy tanks help in those moments too. Oh yeah, Ice would 100% set him up for a good fight, and he could potentially grab that E-tank or / reserve, and potentially there could be an E-tank waiting with this major over here. So he does not have Oh yeah, he's got bombs, so he can do this bomb jump here. It looks like he might be a little close to that platform. He might hit it, but he might be okay. It's yeah. It's sometimes a little easier to just do it from either where he's standing right now or inside the lava. So now he might have to go a little bit higher up, but he can just do a horizontal bomb jump to finish it off. Yeah, I haven't been watching a ton of his map randos lately, but I feel like he might know the speed zeb skip, but it also depends on if there's enough runway for it. So we haven't seen Mother Brain yet, so we don't have that information. Oh, and we got some route divergence here. Yuzu, okay, that's not a fun room right after baby without a reserve, but could be possible. It looks like the gold tired shaft, so. But so I think Yuzu's going to be going and getting the grapple so that they can get that map there. It is quite a long trek back, though, so a little unfortunate that they're making that decision, considering what Samu's been able to accomplish. Oh, and he just finds some more power bombs. It's definitely not what he's looking for, but let's see what we got here. Space jump. I mean, definitely not what he was looking for, but we'll definitely help speed up the rest of the seed for him. Oh, okay, that was just the farm room, so nice safe room after baby. Let's see if he goes. Yeah, it looks like he is going to go for this cross and potential E-tank. Reserve technically probably would work, but it's not quite so comfy. Yeah, that's showing off one of the actual advantages you kind of gain by doing these tile swaps. A lot of the times it can make it harder to recognize rooms and just be hard to deal with, but in that case, like, it actually helps because those crabs don't get hidden. Yeah, and I think whoever wins between Emmett and Tickles is gonna end up playing the winner of Aussie versus me. So that'll be a rough one for. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to post links, but I think there might be a command for it. I think Aussie put one down. There you go. Thank you, Random Meme. All right, and Yuzu fighting their Dragon fight. They seem a little less comfortable with the fast Dragon here. Yeah, the lower HP that he has, the faster Dragon goes. He should be just about dead here. There you go. But I think someone who jumped before that, and that doesn't allow you to clip through that block with the Shine Spark. But yeah, there's a ton of game going on this Saturday. It's pretty crazy how many matches we've got scheduled up. Samu getting a little bit of revenge on that room now that he has gravity and everything in this one. Ooh, that E-Tank is looking a little juicy. I think he'll probably pick that up. Oh, but it doesn't quite lead to it, so we'd have to go to the right. It might be a little ways down, or he might just be going straight for the map. Looks like both of our runners are in similar places overall, but Samu has Fantune and Speed Booster, so that's definitely a bit of an advantage. Usually deciding it might be better to grab that E-Tank before trying to do anything else. It's like Yuzu finding Torian, deciding to go ahead and explore this a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, just finds the back of Croc. Can't progress, so she's gonna have to come through that area a different way in order to make any progress there. Like Samu is going to be getting Plasma. That's going to make the Mother Brain fight very comfy. And, you know, you can just kind of kill the Zebs if there's not enough room for the Zeb skip. And he should be more than comfortable now. Oh yeah, random. You know, it's great to see. Was it like 47 people get into this tournament? And you know, I like when these tournaments kind of have these styles where they'll let the kind of lower seed people, or higher seed, I should say, kind of go through and have a few fun matches before they get matched up against like your Aussies and your Oats. Yeah, and they're just allowing people to compete too. Because like the first Map Rando tournament, the way that the seeding worked and everything was that you did a bunch of races to see like what your time was, and whoever had the best averages, that like determined the seeding. So. Yeah, but it only allowed for 32 people to get into the tournament, so a lot of the people that were interested in joining weren't able to. So this kind of format, it helps that out a lot. Oh yeah, and Map Rando is incredibly difficult. There's just so much tech you have to know, like start to be able to like recognize what rooms are just from how they look on the map. So you can plan out whether you can go to the rooms that you need to, So there's a lot going on, and as a commentator, just doing this by myself, it's hard to keep everything straight while both of these runners are going. But oh yeah, so Sunwoo did find Mother Brain, so now he's just looking for Kraid. So opting to go through Meridia here. So I think neither player has seen the full map for Wreck Ship, so it could be here or there. I guess in a nice fight from Semu there, using his plethora of missiles to make short work of Ridley there. Ooh, and Yuzuriha finding 2 E-tanks on top of their 2 reserves, and 2 other E-tanks. Definitely comfortable for Mother Brain now. Ooh, and a nice quick kill from Semu, finding Kraid here, just randomly without the map. And that's all the bosses for him, and Mother Brain is in Brinstar, which is right at the bottom of this room, so we could be looking at definitely a sub 50. So yeah, just jetting through this seed now. He does need to find an E-tank. I think not picking up that one by Main Street might have been a little bit of a mistake, but now that he has knowledge on where everything is, it should be somewhat easy to go back and get it. It looks like he's tempted with either that bot moon or Main Street E-tank there. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any on the direct path back, but there's some not too far off. And if one's a reserve tank, that's gonna be a little meh, but potentially doable. Yuzu's trying to get out. Using bombs is a little hard. She seemed to do well with the short wall jump, like Alcatraz jumps in the sand pit, so I'm surprised she's not going for that. But, race nerves, she gets out. Oh, someone finding just a reserve tank. Let's see if he opts to pick up the other E-tank. And I didn't get a good look at where Mother Brain was, so I don't know if the speed zep skip is possible. So he probably took note and realizes he probably needs some super missiles in order to kill the Zebs. Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea for him to pick up one E, because even without ice, Mother Brain 1 can do quite a bit of damage from all the Zebs or Rinkas, turrets and everything. But it kind of looks like he's just making a beeline. Oh no, I think he does want that E-tank, but he forgot that he has to go around. But he saved right there, so nice little save. And I think this is a smart move. He probably feels relatively ahead. I don't think he feels like he wasted too much time. So I think he's gonna go ahead and get it. But yeah, now he's in 100% comfortable go mode, and you know, a catch-up beam should be okay as long as he doesn't get double hit. So yeah, I think the pretty small chance of him dying to Mother Brain 2, and with that save right there, he doesn't even go for it after collecting the E-Tank. I think he feels very comfortable. Oh yeah, Sunwoo is very far ahead, and so like I was saying with these Rinkas, this is why I was saying like it's good to have that fourth E-Tank. So he could survive a single hit from a Rainbow Beam or a catch-up beam, or from a few hits from the other things. But yeah, oof. Now he can't get hit by the catch-up beam, so he's got to be careful. And without high jump, it's a bit harder to dodge. Yeah, he's taking it real safe, doing some bombs on Mother Brain's bombs. It's a strat that people use often in low percent ice, which has an extremely long fight. I think catch-up beams are going to start coming out here short. Yep, there. And he dodges it. I think. Yep, one more, and I think he's got it. Nice Mother Brain 2, Sunwoo. I think he didn't have to activate those reserves, but it's definitely, this doesn't feel right to not have exactly 3 E-Tanks. Yeah, Sunwoo's starting his escape. Minute 25, so not too far away, and it does have the map information on criteria, so oh yeah, that's a little ways off. Sunwoo showing off his very skilled movement here. Getting a nice speed build up for this room. Oof, just barely misses that. See if he gets the moonfall here. A couple of tries, but he gets it. So the other players are not allowed to watch the stream because it reveals information of where items are and everything. So she has no idea that he's at escape right now. And with, I think the ship room's right here, so that should be it for Sunwoo. Plenty of time left on the escape. And he finishes with an official time of 46:28. GG Sunwoo, that's very, very nice time. Sub 50, even with these settings, is a very good one. And with that, he is the winner of this match, and we'll move on to the next round where he will face Andy. A very formidable opponent as well. I think we're gonna see if we're gonna get some interviews here from our players. Yuzu, it looks like deciding not to end it. Thanks, guys, for thanking me for comms. It's been a pleasure. Always like doing that for my buddy Sunwoo. Try to stay impartial, but yeah. And yeah, be sure to follow our runners and our tracker, and me too. And stay on top of this map rando tournament because we still got a ton of races coming up. Just today we got Lopter versus Imrock happening now. Emmett versus Tickle round 2, race 2. And then we got RJ at 5:30 Eastern versus Voltour. All right, I think we are joined here with our winner, sunwufarmer. You do Sunwoo.
GG's, guys.
So, how'd you feel about that first race there?
I was shambling everywhere.
that was a super rough seed. I mean, but both of y'all had quite a few issues of like figuring out where to go next. It was is one heck of a seed.
Yes.
Anything kind of stand out to you?
The snail climb. So I know there's a way to get a shorter charge there through the door. I'm not good at it to get up there.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's definitely a useful one to know. I feel like you just you stand like far enough away that you won't hit that magic frame when you go through the door. I think that's like what you're kind of looking for.
Okay.
So, and other than that, you just hold dash, and it's like as you're entering the door, or something along, or no, something like that. I did it the other day, but sometimes I forget how that works. But
no, you're good, man. I get the gist. I definitely need to practice that one.
Yeah.
The other thing was that wall jump out of the main street.
Mm-hmm.
I just did a seed where it was like a different door, so I kept trying to react that, and I guess some of the doors are set weird. I feel like in that up.
Yeah, I think what some people are saying, it's like easier to wall jump off the left, and I think like what you do is you like shoot once you go through the door, and it allows you to kind of control yourself more easily than you would with doing the spin jump. So I know you were breaking your spin with angle, but I think it's actually easier from the left side. But you got it the second time you had to do it. You ended up doing it first try. So
yes, I got the practice after.
Yeah. I mean, you put on a really good show, and you're pretty far ahead in both seeds, and I think this one in particular, she ended up dying in the lava dive a couple times, but they all had like the same amount of energy. Like I think it was just like one tank.
Yes.
So which it's a little tight if you're not super comfortable with that jump.
Oh yes. No, I was half expecting to die once there. I think there was a save not too far.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you took it.
Yes.
So yeah, it's but yeah, I mean, it gave you speed, and that was huge. How'd you feel about like having to orphan that grapple? Were you worried at all about that?
Yes, because I wasn't worried at first. I was like, oh, no worries, I can get anywhere. And then I looked at the map again. I was like, oh, next ship, X-ray hallway.
Yep.
Where we started. So I was like, oh, please let this be something and not have to go back there. I figured I would have to go back there eventually, but luckily I didn't have to.
Yeah, and I think by that point you had space jump anyway, so it ended up not being a real big factor, and you took out Dragon pretty quickly, so
yes,
no real time lost there.
That felt better this seed.
Oh yeah, you're resuming this seed. 46-28. That's a crazy good time. So, so how are you feeling about your next matchup?
It's gonna be rough. I have no idea what to pick or ban, but Andy's like, well, 3 years ago, I watched a YouTube video and it was Andy and Oates, and that's what sort of got me all into this. So it's very cool going one-on-one with an idol.
Yeah, I totally get that. I think I probably watched the same and then GDQ, and I think it got me inspired as well. So
yes,
it's yeah, you know, meeting our idols and everything. And I know you've definitely beaten Andy in a few of these races, so you definitely are going to put up a fight.
yes, I'm gonna try to do everything I can to be the best, show the best. Maybe definitely do some more hard practice this weekend, I feel like.
Oh, definitely, I'm right there with you. Yeah, anything you know, more notable to kind of point out before we kind of head out of here?
Just say thanks for the comms, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for tracking the restream and setup. This is all very cool and very fun. I can't wait to watch back a couple races.
Yeah, couldn't say it better myself. Yeah, congratulations again, and good luck on your next matchup.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, we got a ton of races coming up still. Some going on right now, so I think, you know, we could move over to either SpeedGaming or SpeedGaming 2 for any of the moderators in here to get us a raid out. And yeah, thanks for our racers for putting on a great show. Be sure to follow them. And thanks for our tracking and crew for setting everything up. And we will see you next mission.